you know, that'd be better if it was wireframe. And they were right. Wireframe always looks better. Note to self, actually note to any aspiring student, everything looks cooler if it's in a wireframe. Believe me, I've made a career on it. Right. Okay, now looking at the idea of automatic content generation. So what I've got here is these are actually the names of all of the students in my class. In the first semester, I managed to get rid of a few. By second semester, I think that says something about me. And what this is a Space Invader generator. It takes a string, takes a name, gives you Space Invader. So you can just write in any old name, and it'll give you a little Space Invader that is unique to your name. And then you can also like increase and decrease the amount of pixels, because that looks stupid. Yep. But some of them look really cool, like that one. That one's not too bad either. So yeah, random content. Random content's awesome. All right, and then cute little toys. So I had to actually make this for my girlfriend Kylie. Hi Kylie, who's not here today. You guys in the front row can say hi to her when they get back. Okay, so this is a simple drawing tool that is. Sorry, what? This is a drawing tool that basically lets you create really bad 70s string art, and then kind of manipulate it, move it around, change it, add a couple of points here and there, and this actually does export to a PDF or make anything you want. And I made these cool little notches, which made it actually feel even more technical. All right, so cool thing. All right, so this was a particle system I was working on to show my class. So you kind of spawn out all these particles, right? And they kind of filled up the space. Give them a sec. There we go. And so I was looking at this last night, and I was making sure everything was set to 1024 by 768 because I knew that was the size of the projector. And I thought, that's really boring. Wait, I've got this awesome Mac, so I can do this. Whee! And then basically I sat there for half an hour just like going, whoa, yeah, it's awesome! So yeah. And then it like goes and they try to move and fill the space again. There we go. So.
Do it again.
Okay. How sweet is that? Go the dudes! There we go. So, yeah. Yes, they do sort actually, which is like totally unintentional. But the big ones move further distance, which was something I meant to do. Nice work, Geordie, thanks. All right. So yeah, and then you can like get rid of a bunch and then just spawn a few in. And if you really go nuts and you keep spawning them, the packing just shits itself. Hey, go away! So yeah, that's fun. All right. Okay, so we've got a couple of things that good, interesting prototyping, fun toys. What about some art with a capital A? Okay, so as I have an art degree, I'm very sorry. I occasionally enter competitions and stuff, and I usually enter competitions that are just full of people that know nothing about computers. So I usually enter something involving a computer, and it scares the hell out of them, which is awesome. Oh yes, F. Play. So this is something I've been working on, which is a slit scanning system. So you take a video, your normal video, and you stack every frame one after the other, and instead of looking at the video like this, you look at it like that. And this is some flamingos I found at the Hong Kong Zoo that were really cool. That was good. And then the really trippy one, which everyone usually freaks out over. Okay, so F, play. And this is actually a sculpture that I've got at home, which is a anatomy mannequin that I've just got spinning, and it just makes, I don't know, it just looks cool, really. It's art with a capital A, doesn't necessarily have a point. Sorry. So, just to give you a kind of a brief showing of, how that system works, is I've got this, and I did this one in 3D because everything looks better in 3D. Notice the wireframe again, just pointing that out. So I sort of built up this system where you can kind of get this crazy sine wave and kind of increase it, decrease it, and it uses that sine wave to track the video. This is the video playing in the background here, and turns that into an image. Yeah, it's a bit like that. Sorry, occasionally I'm a bit creepy. And then you can kind of, do silly things like, get half of one side of the image and half of the other. And really, it's a toy. So it's there for the fun of it. And it's a good learning experience, really. And it always kind of creeps people out, and I get uncomfortable silences. Okay, so, and with that, here endeth the prepared section of the talk, which isn't bad, actually. That's not bad timing. So, any questions? Yep.
I think the talk's great and what you're doing is really excellent.
Hey!
But there's a lot of prejudice out there with a lot of coders about getting artists behind keyboards and doing some programming.
Fuck 'em. No. Some of my best friends are programmers. I in no way that's a joke. Done for the laws. As the kids would say. Yep.
You've answered the question already, but if you've got another answer, what do you do and what do you tell people how to handle the programmers who think you're the Antichrist because you're teaching us?
Well, my job description is I'm a technical artist. Originally, I was an asset manager, which is a strange term, but by the simple fact that I have a job description which doesn't say the word, character artist or environment artist, I have technical artist gives you a wonderful mystery of what you do. So the notion that occasionally I, hack out some code made some sense. And at the same time, the only problem that you'll encounter is when you're not speaking the same language. So the more you learn, the easier it is to actually speak programming.
Where I was going with the question was, though, how do you win the hearts over of programmers who are prejudiced? That was the question.
You make their life a lot easier.
Yeah, look, I've got to say, I find the exact opposite problem. I learned programming. I used to be an analyst, and I was sent to the dark side. There's no going back once you do. Warning to all of you. I actually find the opposite problem. I've actually tried to host sessions, and I find it really hard to try to get artists to actually learn how to code. So, in my experience, I find it, and we love it because codes are so lazy. Like, if our job as well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It really does come down to that in the end, everyone is making the same thing. You're making the game. And it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're all making the game and you're giving everything that you can, everyone appreciates that. And, programmers are great because they're the ones that will teach you all the tricky shit. All the stuff that you're just bashing your head against the keyboard. You walk up and go, how do I do this 8-hand 2 thing? Right, okay, good.
I just think, if you prove to them, it's an uphill battle, but if you prove to them that if your code, you show them the code you're making, it's well laid out, or you actually go and have a talk to them and you're on the same level as them about,
And actually, even if you write bad code, that's cool too, because you just humbly say, I'm very, very sorry. And then, they look awesome, because they go, oh, you're missing this semicolon. Yes, thank you very much. You are wonderful. And there you go. It's great work. That's okay. Yep.
on the same track, like, and you were saying one of the arguments against it is